What's up YouTube? My name is Tyler Croissant and today I'm going to be showing you my first ever PC build. I've been building this PC, buying parts I should say, over the last year, and I'm really excited to finally make this video. It's been over a year since almost over a year since I made my last video, which was back in November of 2018. So this is going to be big for me. I'm really excited. Hope you guys really enjoy this setup and this build, and if you do, just let me know in the comments. So to start off, my first PC that I ever had was the one that I had before this one. It was an Intel i5 2500K build. It was one my friend gave me as a wedding gift back in July, and it was a really good PC. It actually ran pretty good in most games, high frames, but the issue with it was mainly that I couldn't do much at one time. Like if I was trying to do a lot of stuff at the same time, it just would like bug out. It would be super hard, like CPU usage at like 100% all the time. It was kind of rough. So this build today, this is going to be a Ryzen build off a Ryzen 3600. I originally intended to do a Ryzen 2600, but then 3600 came out, so I was like, you know what? I actually bought it and I didn't realize the Ryzen 3 was coming out so soon, or like the Zen 2. So I returned the 2600, which was a 2600X, because it was on sale at the time. I returned it and used that return credit to buy the Ryzen 3600. Okay, so as for parts go, the CPU, as I said already, is a Ryzen 3600. It's a 6-core, 12-thread processor. I'm really excited for this. It's a huge bump up from my 2500K. Mobo is running a MSI Tomahawk B450. This one that I got is actually manufacturer updated to the new BIOS that supports Ryzen 3000 series. I was kind of worried about having to get a board that I would have to update because I don't have a CPU that I'd be able to do that with. I would have had to use my friend's or a USB flashback, but luckily I didn't have to do any of that. Although the MSI Tomahawk B450 is flashback compatible, if you can use a USB stick to flash the BIOS. I didn't have to, it was already upgraded out of the box, worked like a charm. For my RAM, I got some Team T-Force Delta RGB sticks. They're the white model, 33,000 megahertz. Cast latencies are 16, 18, 18 I think is like the stock. I know that Ryzen 3000, it performs best with like 3600 megahertz and stuff, but this is kind of like a true budget build PC, or not even budget build. I'd say this is a bang for your buck. I try to get some cheap parts, some decent free price parts, but also performance that would last, and also a pretty PC. I'm a sucker for RGB, and all my friends, they kill me for it, but I do what I can, I do what I want, so RGB it is in this build. As for the power supply, I went with the Corsair RM750X. It's a gold rated power supply, fully modular. I originally wasn't planning on going for such high wattage because I don't really think I'd ever need that. But just for future proofing, those Corsair things, if they have like a 10-year warranty or something like that, so like it'll last for a while, and if it doesn't, I can return it, get a new one brand new sent to me for free, thanks to that warranty. For my case, I went with a NZXT H500. I got it on Prime Day, which I got a bunch of these on Prime Day actually. I'll show you a parts list in the B-roll and talk about that a little later. But the case is a NZXT H500, not the I. I didn't really think I needed the I because I don't really need the smart controls. I didn't need the RGB because I have a bunch of RGB already going into the case. So it's a solid case, minimalistic, white, got the white case. I really love the white on black style, which is kind of like what I'm going to with the little pop of RGB color. And I just think it's a really nice case, and it's one of the best cases out there in terms of looks and aesthetics, and it doesn't have very bad airflow either. For my CPU cooler, I was gonna go stock with just the regular, the Wraith Stealth is what the 3600 comes with. So I didn't go with that because I do want to do a little bit of overclocking in the future. I know that Ryzen 3000, especially the 3600, is already fairly clocked out of the gate, out of the box. There's not much room you can really do to really do more, but I just wanted to be safe. Better be safe than sorry. So for the cooler, I went with a Deepcool GAMX GT, and that is the one that comes, it's full RGB. It's got a black side plate with an RGB of their little Deepcool logo, and it comes with an RGB fan that attaches to the heatsink. It is really nice, and I I really love it. I think it's one of the cooler like RGB type, well, even one of the cooler tower coolers out there. I originally kind of wanted to go with an AIO cooler, but there was a little bit on my budget, you know, 80 to 120 some dollars is about what I could look for a decent Corsair one, or even Deepcool's own AIO cooler, which I already want, is about $85, $89, something like that. So the GameX GT is really nice if you want RGB in, but you also want a tower cooler and you also want a budget, and it performs about equal to the Cooler Master Hyper 212, like Block Evo or what's the Hyper 212, you know what I mean? It's equal in performance to that, so not a very bad cooler. And as for the graphics card, I'm bringing the one from my old system, which is a Zotac Mini GeForce GTX 1060. It's a 6GB model. I think that'll run fairly fine for now, and it is. I only bought it from my friend for 150 bucks, so you know, it's still part of this like bang for your buck build guide. I think you can still get 1060s for a fairly good price. Nothing crazy like a 2080 right now, which is upwards of like $700 something. In the future, I do plan to upgrade that to maybe an RX 5700 XT. That's my plan, at least once some third party ones come out into the market. So look out for that in the future. Maybe a video of that coming soon. I also picked up a 5-pack of Deepcool fans. It's just, you know, they're AF 120mm fans. They're all RGB, and you can daisy chain them into your RGB header, so it makes it really easy to have them all connected and link up and have everything pretty much on your system linked up to the same color. They're really nice, not bad. They're only like $30 for 5 fans, and they're all RGB. I'll be testing, you know, the sound, how loud they are, and how they run and stuff later on. But for that price, you can't really beat it for some nice fans. Lastly, storage. So I'm bringing over a 128GB PNY SSD from my old rig. It's just my boot drive pretty much. I've only been using it for about 4 months, but it's been running pretty steady. I don't keep it at max capacity. I keep it around like 70GB used, which is just like my OS, my programs, and you know, all that good stuff. Nothing else is really on there, so I don't think it'll die anytime soon. I've seen reports of it dying on people, and they're pretty upset about it, but so far it's not been the case for me. As for my game drive, I went with the Sabrent, I think is how you call it, Sabrent. Correct me if I'm wrong on how to say that, but I think it's Sabrent Rocket 512GB drive, and it's an M.2 NVMe SSD. So I'm really looking forward to that. I originally had like a Seagate Barracuda 1TB drive that I had used as my game drive on my old rig, and I mean, my main game that I play is Destiny 2 right now, and that thing, it took so long to load sometimes. So I'm really looking forward to putting this NVMe in and seeing the differences in that drive, and also just really excited to have a crazy fast system in general. Alright, so now we have the parts out of the way, let's get to the build, and after the build I'll come back with some final remarks and we'll see what we can do with this rig. Alright, so the build's done and it booted up successfully, went straight into Windows, didn't have to do anything crazy. I did go into the BIOS and change my memory times a little bit, so I did 16, 18, 18, 18, 38 at a 1.35 volt and at 3200 megahertz. I was trying, I tweaked it to go to 33 megahertz, but it kept getting a blue screen of death with memory management, so I changed that frequency down to 3200, and so far it's been working fine on that overclock. So I'll go into that a little later, maybe a separate video with maybe a review on that that memory kit. But oh, and I didn't talk about it. It is a 2x16 kit, or 2x8 kit, so it's 16 gigabytes. I didn't say that earlier. But you know, so far I mean, the rig's fine. It's booting up nicely. I haven't ran any games on it yet, but I'm going to do a follow-up video to this one with some benchmarks and some stuff about the rig and like how it's working for me. If anyone's interested in that, I figured I'd keep this just a build video, like talking about the parts and stuff, and then later on I can do the other parts with all the benchmarking and stuff, because that's kind of it's a lot to do in one video, for me at least. So if you're interested in that, I will have it in the future. It'll probably be linked up here to the right. So if you want to check that out, go click away and see what the benchmarks and how the computer runs on those specs. If you're interested in building your own computer around the same specs, I do have it listed in a PC part picker. I have that link down below, so you can go check that out. And also, if you like some of the parts, you can go and check them out yourself and maybe build you a similar system if it's something you're looking for. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I may have made some blunders, may have said some things wrong, but you know, it's kind of, this is my first PC build, and I'm really excited to finally have it done. It's been a long time in the making. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like this video, please leave a thumbs up on the video. It's greatly appreciated. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and I will see what I can do. Comment down below also about what you think of the build, and if you think, or if you want me to do any reviews on these parts. I'm not sure how much review I can do, maybe on the fans, something like that. But if there are any questions about anything, comment below. If you want a review, comment below, let me know which review you want it on. And also what other videos you would like, maybe about the system I just built. Maybe you want some part reviews or like some peripheral reviews. I can do something like that. Just just give me some feedback in the comments. I'm still new to this channel and starting up and stuff, so any feedback is greatly appreciated. So once again, thank you guys so much for hanging around watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. Peace.